What's going on, guys? Poizesto here with some more One Piece. Gonna be doing my Coliseum Inuarashi version 2 live gameplay walkthrough. So let's just go ahead and get straight into this. Stage 1 versus Cat Dog. I would highly recommend you guys bring the merry-go ship for all your teams, because it is going to be reducing our cooldowns. I'm going to be starting off this stage 1 using the main man himself, man like Katakuri. I love this unit, man. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, he's not like the best, but I just think he's really fun to use. And the final bosses, stage 4 and stage 5 are going to be size, so bringing some form of int captain will be very beneficial for you guys. Now, in all honesty, as always with these stages, you can pretty much bring whatever you want. It honestly doesn't matter what what you bring, because these stages are super easy. And in all honesty, I shouldn't have actually brought Nekomamushi here, because he's not fully boosted, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but he's not doing it. Oh, he actually is. I don't know why he didn't do as much damage as I thought he was doing earlier, but it's fine, it's whatever. So as always, you can store here if you need. For example, if you're not using the merry-go ship, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but you can store here if you want. But we're finally here on stage 4, and Pedro doesn't really do much, honestly. He's gonna bind your left column for 5 turns, as well as giving himself 8% damage reduction. We went ahead and brought Iron. You could use like a lot of supports, like if you have a lore in your team, you can just bring Horizon to get rid of the bind. The main thing you want to be getting rid of course, is that percent damage reduction. Now he will also go ahead and deal some damage to, I believe it's 20k on death. So pretty much that's why we went ahead and brought Iron. Iron is like pretty much perfect for this. She gets rid of everything and gives you the defense up, which is pretty insane, honestly. I really like Iron. Now I should have honestly done Luffy before Katakuri, actually, to be honest, but honestly guys, these teams I'm showing you aren't even like super optimal. Like, you don't really need, just bring the correct utility and you actually just win. Like, they're not hard at all. They're really not hard whatsoever, so you'll be fine with whatever team you're bringing to these first 2 stages. Okay, so we're on the final boss now, and he does a couple of annoying things. He does have 99 turn full immunity, so we're bringing Nekomamushi here to abuse that factor. So he's going to give us an attack boost and full board matching orbs, and we're going to reduce the special bind with good old Reiju, godlike Reiju. Love to see that unit. May as well use her, because Reiju's Bay. And yeah, I mean, if I just pop all my specials here, I don't even have a no boost, but I think I just kill no matter what. And I'm also using support Nami on this Iron, in case you're wondering why I went ahead and got that that color affinity. It's from Tao Nami support, who's actually pretty cool, in all honesty. She gives you your int units a color affinity boost, and yeah, with the type timing bonus, the first fight is super easy. So no worries. You can do a Kaido team, you can do a friend captain bullet. Just literally bring Corazon support for stage 4 and some form of defense up. As long as you have 20k, you're fine. You don't even need to bring defense reduction. 20k HP or more is going to be more than enough. Yeah, final boss stage, not hard at all. So let's go ahead and move on to the next fight. Alright, so we're back, stage 2, this time against Shuten Maru, a Dex unit. And honestly, again, this fight is super easy. I'm just going to show you guys, you can even do this with like friend captain Kaido. So if you don't have your own Kaido, you can just use like your Snake Man captain, which I assume everyone has, because was it him? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was on the Suga Fest, like the Straw Hat Pick Your Own Legend Suga Fest. So everyone should have Snake Man by now. If you don't, then I don't even know, rip, I guess. And yeah, again, merry-go ship, don't even need to store, just do the one tap. God, I love Kaido. Kaido just trivializes everything, right? So this fight, the main thing we need to worry about is gonna be a special limiter that is inflicted on us on the following stage, stage 4. So I'll go ahead and talk about that when it occurs. So it should be any second now. So here we are against Kinemon Dex unit as well. It's going to give us burn, which is why we went ahead and brought Treasure Map Nami to remove the burn. So easy dubs, get rid of the burn. And then now we can pop, you know, Snake Man, try and get the following turn perfects. Following turn all boost even. So 1, no, I need to get 3, 2, 3. And yeah, even Kaido damage by itself will definitely be more than enough to actually, you know, get rid of all that stuff. So now we're here on the final stage against Shooting Maru. He's gonna have 99 turns of delay. He's gonna lock the top 2 rows orbs. Oh no, he's gonna chain us even, my bad. And that's why we brought Lin here. He's gonna give us an attack boost for 3 turns as well, which is actually gonna be important because he does revive, by the way. He will actually revive, which is pretty annoying. And yeah, we've got an attack boost, we've got an orb boost. At this point, all we need to do really is just attack. No need to do anything else. So as long as I hit my perfects and end with Snake Man, it should be more than enough damage. Yeah, this is so easy. This Coliseum is actually pretty free in comparison to how annoying the Shank stage 2 was. This is kind of insane. And he will revive, as you can see in the bottom right here, and you know, reset his HP to full and enrage, which is why I went ahead and brought Viola and Rebecca, because they will also give us a chain lock, a 3 times chain lock. So I guess you could argue that you need to get lucky with all RNG here, but what you could do is actually not pop Snake Man in the previous stage and pop him here, because the Kaido damage will be more than enough. That way you have your matching orbs for type slots for 3 turns, meaning it will still be active on this stage. So that's something I could have done differently, because Kaido damage will be more than enough to kill on stage 4. And we may as well just do the HP cut. It doesn't do anything on HP cuts. And yeah, even with this like pretty bad kind of situation I'm in, thanks to that singular orb boost on singular matching orb on Snake Man, it's pretty easy. You don't actually need oven support there, guys. It's just because I knew I wanted to get the matching type slots from Snake Man Captain. That's why I used it. But yeah, just bring the correct utility and these fights are super easy, nothing to worry about. But here we go, finally going on to the main boss himself, Inuarashi. And yeah, it's gonna heat up a little bit, trust me, it's gonna heat up a little bit. So let's go ahead and go on to that. And here we are on the final boss fight against Dogstorm. This Coliseum is honestly pretty easy, and the unit himself is actually really good in my opinion, having a lot of utility and also having a HP cut, which is pretty nice. I think 10% is kind of low though, in all honesty, but this is a team we're bringing for this. This isn't my team, this is the Shadow Fortress's team, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the original video in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. This team is probably the fastest team I've seen, hence why I want to showcase it to you guys. If you have all these units, build this team, but I will be showing you guys some other options if you don't have all of these units in a couple of seconds or after this fight even. And yeah, let's just jump straight into this. Key things I would say is the Akainu 6+ support. If you don't have him, it does make it a little bit more annoying, because his support is kind of essential for this fight, because it's gonna go ahead and allow us to get pretty much a full board of matching orbs, because we are running all strength apart from the 6+ low. So first couple of stages we're just going to be stalling a little bit, trying to get our bullet specials ready. Not too much stalling, to be honest, that is needed, because if I do plan accordingly, we can have our bullet specials ready by the time we actually need them. And yeah, this team is really good, bro. This team is actually, when I saw this team, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna build this team and showcase it to you guys. But we will go ahead and show you guys a couple of different options if you don't have these units. But yeah, this team is just too clean not to use, honestly. Super fast clear, and this is the team I'm gonna be using to farm this. Like I was saying earlier, this Coliseum unit is really nice. The utility of removing the threshold, as well as, like, I believe it's bind and despair and some other, like one of those two. It just makes him really clean and giving you strength and psi attack buff, I believe. So this unit is nuts. But how easy this Coliseum is, this Inu is definitely worthy of a pickup. And on stage 3 we are going to face Nekomamushi. and he's gonna change all our orbs into block if your captain is strength, and we don't need to worry about it too much. But with Katakuri we can go ahead and remove that. Now what we need to do now as well is pop that new Kizuna Moria, giving us that cool new buff, the one that allows us to get no boost in the following turn pretty much. And yeah, as long as we hit our perfects here, we should be golden. I love the support effect of making perfects easier to hit. This ship is clean. This ship is really clean. And here we are against the man, the myth, the legend himself. Stage 4 is actually super annoying. This is probably where a lot of teams and builds will struggle a lot if you pretty much can't kill these units in one turn. The mob units in the back will do so many annoying things such as paralysis, despair, etc. So don't leave the mobs alive no matter what. And as you can see, it does have % damage reduction, but one thing to keep in mind is it's not really that high, so you can kind of get around it if you just do enough damage essentially. So maybe like bringing a special that goes through barriers, for example, or maybe even bring Vivi and Rebecca if you have them would be a good shout, I guess, because you are limited to 2 specials as well. But thanks to bullet end of turn damage and using 6+ slow to allow us to go through the defensive effects, again, as long as we hit our perfects here, which is super easy with a ship. Well, I hit a great there, but yeah, it's more than enough damage. And yeah, easy dubs, baby, easy dubs. Like, this unit is actually so good for how easy this Coliseum is. I honestly just don't believe it. I really don't believe it. Super good unit. And here we are on the final boss fight. They're going to be doing a lot of stuff on preemptives. For example, they're going to change from strength to dex, especially Inuarashi himself. They're going to clear your buffs, as well as giving themselves 99 turns of full immunity, and gives themselves an attack buff, as well as silencing dex, quick and int. So pretty much if you're not bringing strength or side units, obviously they want you to use the new badge, you are going to get silenced, so it does make it kind of annoying. And what else? Is there anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, so you can't actually increase your attack, so they will have an interrupt on attack. You can still orb boost though, which is why this this Jinbei doesn't orb boost, but he's pretty much made for this fight, because he's not only going to remove the attack down, he's going to give us a 2x color affinity boost, which is insane. And that is why I was saying earlier that support is insane, pretty much giving us a full board of strength orbs. Now, because we do have the end of turn damage, we are going to have to manually switch to Dogstorm halfway through the attack chain, because essentially the health of Dogstorm is so high. I believe it's higher than this guy's here, the one I'm manually targeting here, Shooting Maru. So we are going to have to switch so that we can get the end of turn damage to deal enough to both to kill. So it is kind of tricky here, so I'm going to have to try and focus, or else it could be GG. I'm hoping that's enough. Let's go. And that is it, guys. That is the fight versus Dogstorm. I'm going to upload this video first solely by itself, so you guys can get an idea of the different fights and, you know, what's coming up. And then probably later on I'll upload a separate videos with different teams that I will build for you guys. If you guys don't have these units, this was the first walkthrough just to give you guys an idea of what what's on the content, etc. But yeah, that is the fight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be back with a couple more teams. But until then, it's been me, Poizesto, signing out. Peace out, guys.